Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Pod Talks. So this weekend I was in New York and I had a great time meeting some great therapists from around the country. And I was describing the sports pod to a bunch of people and they were super interested as to like what we did and how we did it and how we developed it. And I basically told them the story, which was, when I first graduated, I traveled around the world for about a year, and then I came back and I locumed. And locuming is basically I come in, I take over doctor's practice because they might be on vacation or they might be on mat leave or so on and so forth. For whatever reason, they can't cover their clinic, so they hire a locum, which I, coming out of college, was like, this is a great way to make money and also see different practices around Toronto. Now, many of you know that when I came into chiropractic, or I went to chiropractic school, I never came to school or went to school. I never went to school to become a chiropractor. And that's the God honest truth. I still don't really think that I'm a chiropractor. Honestly, when people call me Dr. Wu, it's weird. But yes, I came into this profession as a strength coach. I had been doing a bunch of work in the strength community for many years before I actually went into chiropractic school. I was at the University of Toronto in the kinesiology program, and I had been working with athletes and for many years before I actually went into chiropractic school. So when I went to chiropractic school, it was never to be a chiropractor. It was there to open more doors and maybe open my mind a little bit, but I learned everything that I could learn at school. And I found a bunch of inefficiencies, and I still didn't, I knew I wanted to work with athletes, but I wanted to make sure. And so what I did was I locumed at different practices. So I locumed at a pediatric clinic and a family practice and a motor vehicle accident practice, which I'll never do that ever again. Just a bunch of different practices. And what I learned was I hated how everybody practiced, and I honestly felt like it was super hypocritical. So there's this, for layman people out there, just normal people, chiropractors like to get up on their high horse and talk about how medical doctors only see you for like 10 seconds, and then what they do is they just give you a pill for your issues. And I thought, we're doing the same fucking thing. There's a lot of doctors that go out there, see a patient for about 10 seconds, they don't even really talk, they adjust their neck, they adjust their upper back, they adjust their low back, and then they're out of the door. And I thought, that's fucking crazy. Honestly, like, how can you know what's really wrong with a person if you're not listening to them and you're not talking to them for long periods of time? And that's why we take close to an hour to do an appointment. And it's because I really feel like to really know what a patient's issue is or an athlete's issue is that you have to talk to them. There's no way around that. And I found it hypocritical for chiropractors to, skewer medical doctors for only spending minutes at a time with their patients when they were doing the same thing. So one of our big things at the Sports Pod is we give you the time, and we really care, and we really listen. When I say we really care, we really care. And we want you to tell you, we want to let you tell the entire story without us interrupting, And on our first visits, say 3/4 of the visit is the athletes telling us what's going on. So if you're out there and you felt like you've been disenfranchised or you weren't listened to, and you know you have an issue, come to the Sports Pod. We're here. We're here to listen, and it's one of our core values. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, or if you're a therapist out there and you're interested to know more about what the Sports Pod is all about, give me a call. Text us. I'm always around the phone. All right. Be well, guys. Boo free.